All right, everyone, it's your boy Genius out at the range today with the last rodeo, if you will, with the infamous Ruger RXM. And for those who said, or one guy anyway, somebody, you say you're a Ruger fan, but you got something against Ruger. You got every other brand of sticker in your window, except for a Ruger sticker, and that third largest sticker on that window, maybe the second largest, is a Ruger 75th anniversary edition that's probably been on there almost as long as every other sticker on that window. So do a little research, zoom in a little bit before you start making your comments. I'm not against Ruger. In fact, some of the reason why I had such a negative opinion and a letdown, if you will, with this gun is because I have for a very long time wanted Ruger to give a facelift to their polymer frame guns, make them better quality, better polymer, just better metal all the way around on their polymer frame guns. And when I heard they were releasing something new, it wasn't something I was running out to get because I just wanted to review it because it was new. It was something that I was very intrigued and excited about. And when I found out they had cloned yet another Glock, I was disappointed. I'm entitled to my opinion, but functionally the gun has been fine. I've put 17 Glock 19 17 mags, P mags, the stick. It's ran everything. I've taken this slide off, put it on my Bull Armory Axe cleaver. It ran fine on there. Functionally, the gun has been fine. My grief with the gun has all been, opinion, just opinion. So they cloned the Glock, and in my opinion, they didn't do it well. People said, well, they done better, made it what the Glock should have been, as if to suggest Glock don't have MOS pistols now, because they do, as if to suggest they don't come out of the factory on occasion with certain models with night sights on it, because they do, as if to suggest they don't have front serrations now, because they do. So I really do genuinely want to know what they done so much better to make it a better Glock, because the frame or the lower is less ergonomical than any Glock on the market right now, in my opinion. Well, Gen 4 and up. This is a Glock Gen 3 clone, but I don't think they did better. I don't think they made anything better. Better than the original Gen 3, sure, but I don't even think they made optic ready guns when they made the original Gen 3. So because they have an optic up here, it's better. I don't agree with that. But functionally, the gun has been fine. But I am going to sell the gun. I'm not going to run it out to 1,000 rounds, but I have put 350 through it flawlessly. Of course, I have gotten better with the gun. The gun is a little bit better shooter for me now, but you would expect that, right? I mean, as I mentioned with a high point, you would expect to get better with it. No matter how bad it is, if you practice with it enough, you'll get better with it, right? And so I'm not as disappointed with its performance at the range as far as accuracy, trigger, and all of those things as I initially was. I can say that, but it's just because I've shot it and I've gotten more comfortable with it, is all that really boils down to. So I'm going to put 150 rounds through it today, get it out to, 500 rounds, wrap it up. Again, I don't think functionally it's going to have a problem. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, if you like the gun, if you don't agree that it feels cheap, that it looks cheap, that it's not anything more than just going and paying another $150 for a Glock, great. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, great. Go out and buy this gun. It will totally work for you. It's worked for me. I've had no issues with it. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not trying to talk you out of buying this gun. So let's put this 115 rounds through it. And I'm sorry, 150 rounds. Get this thing out to 500 rounds. And I don't suspect we'll have any problems, but if we do, we'll stop and talk about it. Tell you what, that smoke will mess up your vision and all that sun. after about 5 or 6 shots, I can't even see the target anymore from the sun and the smoke. Either way, that's 30 rounds. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put, I guess, what would that be? Another 120 rounds through the gun, get it out to 500, and I'll wrap it up with my final thoughts and be done with it, because apparently there's a lot of people that's tired of hearing me talk about it. So let's get it out to about 140, and I'll come back for the last 10, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Well, there you have it, folks. I got 12 rounds away from 500 without incident. And I'm going to go ahead and put these 12 through there, and we'll wrap up the video. Again, I don't suspect I will have any issues, but just wanted to get it out to 500. So there you have it. And like I said, I have used the 21 round P mags. I have used the Glock 17, Glock 19, and the 30 round stick in it. And I've had no issues with no mag issues, no slide release issues, no issues at all. Functionally, the gun is fine. And so my beef again was mostly just opinions of what they chose to do. And that is my right to have my opinion, just like you. Never one time in a comment that I can recall have I dogged someone for putting a brand or a gun they like on a pedestal, even if I don't like it. Even if I think maybe they're just being silly and saying that because they purchased it and want to validate that purchase, I still, if you like the gun, if it's what works best for you, as long as you're training with it, as long as you carry something, as long as you're protecting your family, your friends, and those around you, I really genuinely don't care. And I would never, ever threaten, name call, or anything else, or call you an idiot, or say you're dumb or unlearned or untrained. I've been shooting guns for 32 years. For 32 years, I've been shooting guns. Even before the YouTube channel, I averaged 18 to 2,000 rounds a month. Now with the channel, I'm probably doing 4,000 or 5,000 rounds a month, and that's costing me a ton of money. But I do shoot. I shoot a lot. So some of the comments are just absurd just because of my opinion. Not my opinion, I'm sorry, my facts about a couple of Smith & Wessons and this gun here. Opinion on this one, sure, but on the Smith & Wesson facts, it broke, sent back for warranty 2 or 3 times. It was just a piece of crap for me, and those were facts, right? I reported facts. I appreciate every single one of you that comment and encourage me, and appreciate the truthfulness that you get here at G Squared Tactical, and the ones that supported me with the super thanks. Again, you know who you are. Thanks so much. It means the world to me. Those of you that support me on Patreon, God bless you. All of you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And if you like this gun, go out and buy it. And at this Christmas time of the year, you know, Christ came to be born just to die, to live in a fleshly body so he could sympathize with what you're going through, whatever that might be. He knows that pain. He's been there. He took on sin for you. and you need a salvation. So make sure today is the day that you take care of that. If you don't know how, ask me how. As always, I'll tell you. Consider going over, supporting me on Patreon. Super thanks. I get the money for that as well. And also, I'll have a link up on my website at gsquaredtactical.com. Go over to Kimber's website also, as they featured one of my videos over there for the Kimber Mako R7 Carbon Compact. I thought that was pretty cool. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and to God be the glory.